in Kufkov Dalit, and we're up to Sif Test. We went before that, not answering Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi. Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi will be a hefsek. So now he's talking about answering Amen after the bracha. That's what Sif Test is about. After every bracha that he hears, Yana Amen. Bein Oisam Sheyotzu Yidei Tefillah. Bein Oisam Shelo Yotzu Yidei Tefillah. In other words, we learned before that if someone does not daven, he could listen to the chazan. He has to listen to every word that the chazan says. And he's used with that. We also learned before that normally you don't answer Amen on your own bracha, but when you're hearing from the chazan, so you're hearing the chazan, it's not really your own bracha. You could use it also as your own bracha, but it's really the chazan making the bracha for himself, and you listen carefully, so it drags you in as though you daven. So now he says that we said that after each bracha, you should answer Amen. It makes no difference if it's a bracha that you heard for which you were yaitze, or if it's a bracha that you heard for which you're not yet, because you already davened the whole Shemona Esrei. They said, Bein Oisam Sheyotzu Yidei Tefillah. The brachas that he heard to be yaitze tefillah, Ubein Oisam Shelo Yotzu Yidei Tefillah, and also those that he heard in the shul, they made brachas, he really didn't need the chazar shas because he already davened. So regardless what category the bracha is being used for, you have to answer Amen. Now he's going to say, what does Amen mean? She says, V'akavana sheyechaven b'libay. What does he have to think when he's
saying
hearing the bracha? Who he has to think that emes hu a bracha, that the bracha is emes shabirach hamavarech, which the one he's like certifying the one that made the bracha to say that he spoke truth. V'ani mamin bazeh, and I believe it. I also would say the same thing. Ki amen hu haloshen ha'monas dvarim. Ha'monas dvarim means giving honesty to what the person said. So when you answer amen, so some say amen that Rosh Hashanah kel melech namon. But he's saying that over here by a bracha, you're saying that what the person said is true, and I agree with that. I also say the same thing.
I concur.
Amen. Now, there's two kinds of brachas. There's a bracha where you're praising the Eibusher. You say, Ata Giba Baruch Ata Hashem B'chayehem Mesim. So you're saying, it's not a story he made up. No, it's true what he's saying. And I also would, there's certain brachas, the bracha, let's say, that's a bakasha. He's praying to Hashem that they should have any hope that what they want will be mekuyim. So what's possible there? Amen. If we say Amen means that what this person spoke is true, the person didn't say it. The person just expressed a bakasha to the Eibishter that the Eibishter should protect
us.
So he says, "V'omer shacha bakasha sheilas ubakashas." In the davening, there's a part of davening that is sheilas, means requesting. Ubakashas also means it's a deeper form of requesting. Kegain Omen Shebekadish. He said he's got over his Kaddish made up. That the Eibishter's name should be big. So that's a bakasha. That the Eibishter's name should be big. U Kayotze Bay, or other similar places where it's similar to this, that he's asking for something special. So Yechaven al ha'asid. Before he was Mechaven, he's saying that what he said was true, or is true. So it's like something that passed. And now ye amnu dvarav ubakashaisav al zeh she v'kivinu v'kumu b'mheira. In other words, he's saying Amen. He's like saying I join with that bakasha, that it should be happen quickly. Ubebrachas amtsois shel tefillah, and the middle brachas between what we call before the 13 brachas in between. Birchas etzei, which has to do with the Beis Hamikdash, that the Beis Hamikdash should be rebuilt and there should be makbul kabbanas there. V'sim sholem she chasimosam hu sheva v'hidor l'shmoi, that we say the bracha hamavorach as hamisol b'sholem. So we're saying that something that the Eibishter does. We're asking that he should do what he does. Ubehidor l'shmoi, that's a Tov Shemcho no l'haydis. V'gam yichul v'kivu. Yichul v'kivu means like an anticipation, like a praying. Sheikuma davazeh b'mheira, that he's praying for, so it should quickly be fulfilled. So Taivu Havan Gam came by Amen, Beis HaInyanim. So she also have in Zina by Amen the two Inyanim, She Emes Hu Davazeh, V'She Yomnu Devorav, Shazeh V'Yikuim Davazeh B'mheira. In other words, that what he's asking for and what he's saying, it's all true, and it should speedily be fulfilled. So now he's going to talk about talking and davening.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. He says that Lo yasiach sichas chulon b'shas shriatzi b'chayzat tefillah. Now while the chazan is repeating the chazar sashas, so he shouldn't talk. He says sichas chulon. Sichas chulon means a vacha de gezach. You want to talk about anything about who won the election? It's not a sichas kodesh. Ve'im soch, if he violated, he did speak, is hu chayte v'gadol avoynoi minsai. He's considered a sinner, and it's a very big aveda. V'yesh, afilu yesh, tes zulase. You have to have 10 people.
We don't need him for the minyan.
The 10 people, always when we talk about, doesn't mean that there has to be 10 that are listening to the person. The one who's saying, with the ones that are listening, they count. You count them together. So if there's 9 with him, it's an Eidah of 10 people. Shekol HaMesiach Bebeis HaKnesses, whoever talks in shul, b'shah she'atziba askinan b'shvach mokem, the tzibur is involved with the praise of Hashem because they're all listening to the chazan. That's what the chazan is doing. Mara ba'atzmai, he's showing about himself she'ein lo chera b'akei Yisrael, that he's not part of what the Yidden want. Afilu oiseh b'Torah she'ein achayte kol kach, even if someone is oiseh b'Torah at that time, so he's not such a great sinner because he didn't show anything against what the Yidden are asking. It's still a yofer who oiseh. It's not nice. As will be explained, when you say it's not nice, that doesn't mean it's not ugly. There's still a
difference between the two.
A richig erech in between ugly and not nice. So he's saying, he doesn't want to say that it's an aveda. The language that he said before, he doesn't want to repeat that language, but he says it's not a nice thing to do. The Yilamed Adam Bonav Haktanim. A person should teach his young children, V'yechanchon, and he should train them, L'anis Amen. U'miyad she'atinik eine Amen, yesh lo chelek l'olam haba. He already, that gets him already some portion of Olam Haba. V'tzorach she'yechanchem, a parent has to teach his children, Lamoid be'ema u'b'yira, to stand like with derech eretz. V'oisem she'rotzim v'shavim bebeis HaKnesses, those children that make a playground out of the shul, they're running back and forth. B'schaik, with, joking, playing. He's
talking about the small people.
Don't bring them all together. If you can't control them, let them home. Don't bring them to shul.
What about the big people?
Huh?
What about the adults?
Yeah, well, it's true. It could be it's all inclusive because someone that acts wrong is like a child.
Good point.
Lo yana omen chatufa. There's an omen chatufa. Chatufa means reingechapt. In other words, so you don't say the whole word. Instead of the omen says mem, you swallow in the aleph, the hainev. Ka'elu ha'aleph nekuda bechatov. It says a comment. So, you don't hear the aleph. The aleph is swallowed in. B'chein la'yachtav v'yamaher la'anes omen kaidan she'yisayim ha'mavarech. There's some people, especially it happens in shows by Bakayda. The Bakayda is raining, and you have to hear from the Bakayda. But when it comes to the last words, everyone says along with him already.
Also by Mavarech Hashem Yisrael Bashalom, everybody Bashalom.
Everyone is helping the Bakayda. He said, don't help him, so like you're not giving him a chance to finish, and you're already saying Amen already. So with the Bar Mitzvah boy, that they learned this, they prepared him for the Bar Mitzvah, and he gets up, he says with the niggin, Baruch Hu, Es Hashem HaMavarech, and everyone screamed out, Baruch Hashem HaMavarech. So the kid turns around and says, you don't have to help me, I started already for 6 months. V'chein lo yana amar chatufa d'hainu she'mechase kriyas hanun, he swallows in the nun. שאינו מציא בפה, שתהי ניכרס, וכן לא יפסיק הטבע ושתיים. You know, like to break up or main, you know, it's unmain. There's all different ways how
either
people
too fast
say
or too slow.
The Hainu, Shayamtim Imanias Amen. In other words, the Chazan is saying the brachas. So he's not listening to the Chazan, and then he realized, he finished the bracha already, I gotta say Amen. You before, you know, you were sleeping and so that's called an Amen Yisayim. What does it mean Amen Yisayim? Because it's not live, and it has a connection to the parent, because the parent is not here anymore, because the
bracha is
finished the bracha already. As soon as the one who's saying it finished the bracha, is Yana Amen. If the chazan is goggled sich dort, you know, is Yoima miyad Amen ki or aber harachas hanigan habe hu hefsek. In other words, that the nigan that you're dragging in the word is like a hefsek. V'chein im roi shoma habrach mipiyam bevarach. If he didn't hear the actual bracha, afa pishi yedeya eze bracha bevarach. Even though he knows what they are, but he didn't hear the actual bracha. Me'achar sheroi shoma im oina achav amen hareze amen yisayim, because it's not going together with the bracha. You didn't hear any bracha on which you're answering Amen.
This is a problem for the shul in Alexandria.
Yeah.
Because over there everybody answered Amen after even they're not hearing the chazan.
No, but when it was coming to the end, they picked up the flag. The most of the people, it was right then when he finished the bracha.
Yeah, but they didn't know what bracha. They didn't hear him say the bracha.
They didn't hear clearly the end of the bracha. B'medvar mamurim kishu chayiv v'yisa bracha l'varach oisa. V'roitzu l'otzei shideicha v'asei b'aniyas amen achra bracha. Ach ha'mevarach oisa, after the one that makes the bracha. Avulam eina chayiv bo v'she'ein roitzu l'otzei shideicha v'asei b'zeh ashrei l'aniyas amen acha kol bracha avu b'shrei shama. You know, when you want to be Yotzer, you have to hear it. But if you don't want to be Yotzer, so then they're saying the bracha, so you can answer it. V'yapa pi she'eina yedeya eiz bracha hi. V'yesh omim she'im eina yedeya eiz bracha harei zeh amen yisayim. That's all considered an amen yisayim. V'afil eina mechuya bo v'yana achrei Avulim Yedeya Eza Brachi, Apa Pisha Amen Yisayma. It's not right away. Afil Enu Chuyaba Lo Yana Achreha, Avulim Yedeya Eza Brachi, Apa Pisha Shama B'Piyam Avarach, Aina Achreha Amen Afil Enu Chayaba, V'Yesa Yedei Chavasai Ban Yezum. He's saying that if you hear a bracha and you don't have to be yaitz with this bracha, then you don't have to know what the bracha is. But if you hear it and you want to be yaitz with it, and you don't answer amen, when they finish a bracha, you don't know what the bracha is even. So that's called an amen yisayim. So now he says, in other words, we take the chumrah, the stringency of each bracha. He explains. The if he has to make the bracha. V'roitze lotzes bo yidei chavoseh. And he wants to hear from the chazan in order to be yaitza. He's not going to make the bracha, but he's going to be yaitza. He said, then the din is tzarech sheyishma oisa mipi amavarach. He has to hear it. It's not enough to know that the shul is not answering amen, is answering now amen. V'im rav, and if not, af she'edeya eizu bracha hi, harei zeh amen yisayim kesvar harishayna. V'av im eine mechuye ba, aber eine, shus, v'av im eine mechuye ba, im eine yedeya eizu bracha hi, v'ayana acher amen kesvar achrayna. So the bottom line is that you have to try to hear the bracha and know what the bracha is and answer in time.
You got anything?
Now, Buddy says, not everybody agrees to this chumrah. Now, v'yesh shayim, there are those that say, shafilim einu mechuyev levarach oisai, even if he's not mechuyev to do the bracha, v'yadeya eizu bracha hi, and he knows which bracha it is. Ima bracha niskana l'haitzi rabim. If this a bracha was made to be mitzvah that happened, that's the purpose of the bracha. So, to free the people of their chiyuv. Kegain chazaras hashatz. By chazaras hashatz, you don't have to be yaitzi because you happened already. So even if but if you know the bracha is good. It's lo yana achre ad sheyishma oisa ki hu hayiroitze lotzes ba yidei chavoseh shekiven shetakonas chachami sheyase sheyatziv atfilah. There's such a takonah that they made that there should be an inyan of chazaras hashatz v'haitzi she'eina baki v'tzibur chayavim lishtoit. The tzibur has to be quiet v'lishmayan kol bracha mipi ashri atzibur b'lanes achre omen im kain harei brachas elu aleim chayva. So the balda was made. The kind of was that you should make it even if you don't need it. But there was a purpose, and they were made for the tzibur, so they're considered like you're mechuyev to hear the bracha. Even though he already davened and he doesn't need the chazaras hashatz. Avo acha birchas hatayra betzibur. But when they're raining, so you make a brachas also. Yochel hanes afa pi shelo shoma she habrachas v'le tzarech hatzibur niskatna el neisha kaida betzibur roi levarech. In other words, you can say it's like a chiyuv on the people, on the person, on the oil Torah that he should make the bracha. V'av shechay v'al atziba l'shamam k'may sheyizvay. Even though there's also the tzibur should hear the bracha. Mikol makam ikka b'chosli l'tzarech asman. The bracha is mainly for the oil Torah. V'lei l'tzarech atziba k'may b'tfilah. That was made for the purpose of the people that may need it. V'yesh brachos l'devrei b'chatchila, v'zohar l'shmoya brachos yitches mipi ashri atzibur. That, but by the oil Torah, even if you didn't hear it, you can answer amen. Many times people are oil Torah.
You can't even hear him make the bracha.
You can't even hear it. Because really he needs the bracha. And you know what he's doing, so he could answer amen. We'll stop over here. All this
very, very long
page, yeah.
Very nice.
You got a million?